that it never creeps up on you last minute, but it feels like it does.
Luckily, I'm only packing for like 2 days because I leave tomorrow,
Oh, okay.
and then I'm staying Monday. Really Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm leaving Wednesday because I gotta be back Thursday. Not only for enemies, but for work. So yeah,
Got it.
so I take a little break for a couple of days just to decompress, and then right back on the shenanigans. That's why when I'm done packing, I'm gonna take my laptop with me, and I'm gonna edit some stuff to where I can schedule it for while I'm out there, and then
Mm.
I'm not touching my laptop until I get back. So I always tell people like, "Hey, hit me up to Sunday. Hit me up because after Sunday, leave me alone."
Say, man, like I get it though. I get it for real. Like I was telling my barber earlier when I was at the barber shop, I was like, bro, I ain't doing nothing this weekend. I said I got that little event or whatever to go to tomorrow night, but besides that, I'm chilling. Like I'm a defrost and peel and devein and everything these shrimp, these peelings and make some more shrimp stock, like some kitchen stuff.
Hit the flow.
Hey, yeah, yeah, man. I really wanna, cause I didn't even realize I had another pack of those fresh shrimp like that until like I was putting some stuff up in the deep freezer, reorganizing it. Like, oh, that's what's in here.
Oh
Yeah,
man. I got me some. So as soon as we done here, I got some pop something in the microwave, warm it up, go straight to sleep.
see, I got stuff like that in the refrigerator too, but like I really wanna do something with them shrimp. Like
True.
I just, oh man, when I found out I was just like, I don't even know what I want to do. Like I'm just, I'll be like a little kid. Like you know how like a little kid will find like a like candy or something,
Mm-hmm.
or like bruh, it is like that. Like when I find stuff in my deep freezer to cook, or like, oh, I didn't realize I had this, or that's me.
Hey,
That's
that's
adult.
me.
That's adult shit.
Hey man, adult shit. Like brother,
That's
I've been in
adult.
adulting for too long to the point where I be having to remind myself, like, hey, you can have fun. Okay.
Bro, when I realized like I had a second bottle of my favorite bourbon because I thought it was the same bottle. But I'm tripping because I'm like, how can one bottle be in two different locations at the same time? Like
Magic.
that's that's impossible. So then I was like you know how like in anime how they do the fusion dance.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I was like the two bottles.
You know how I wouldn't say out of it, but like disillusion you gotta be to be like, you know what? I ran out of alcohol and you didn't.
No, this was the thing. I knew I had the one in my closet. Like I knew I had that one. But I had bought another one because I went to go meet a friend.
Mm.
And we ended up not going to his crib. We ended up going somewhere else. So like I never like it just wasn't a situation where I could just like give him the bottle.
Ah.
So I ended up with another bottle.
It'd be like that. So what we're gonna do? Because we got our partner in the chat. We're gonna hit this intro and then bring him in, and then we're gonna get this show officially on the road.
Officially, officially.
Officially,
Officially. Like the real one.
real one. It's a sweet one.
You are the cream of the crop. Cool kids step to the front. Cool kids, too sweet sign for the click. Gotta give the people what they want. Gotta get eradicate quick. Yeah, I'm like Seth with the outfits. Coming in hot, too live on your outlets. Running these streets like the prophets. Thank God for the new day, can't stop it. Jay Uso with the yeet. Eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. Whole new swag with the price on the tag like Javon on the young OG. Better recognize on the mouthpiece. See the power level gotta increase. Bringing content on the daily. Feeling like Gresh Unleashed.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals, baby mamas, baby daddies, and everybody in between. Welcome back to the GRESH UNLEASHED podcast. This is episode 164, the show that brings you the good vibes to the best of our abilities. Joining you as always, the voice that does most of the purveyor of mischief, Gresh, and joining me is a solid stacked panel as usual. My partners, my familia. Up first is the giant of the familia, Jermaine. What's up, brother?
Cheers.
Cheers. And joining me as always, is my guy, my brother from another mother, sister, Mr., Mrs., all that good stuff. He is none other than the booker man of the Public Enemy's high quality headquarters, if you will. He is none other than, oh my God, Graham. What's up, bro?
Hey man, I ain't above you, I ain't below you, but I'm right beside you. What's the deal, cousin?
Yes,
What's the
sir.
deal, cousin? Nothing much, nothing but chilling like a villain. You know how we do. What's up
On this
with you, brother?
fine Saturday evening.
What's up with you,
Yeah,
brother?
yeah,
What's up with
yeah.
you, brother?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, man. I'm trying to see what y'all into. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to come. I wanted to come kick it on y'all side of the
Hey
town. You know
man,
what I'm talking about?
man,
Had to
you
come.
know what it is, man. But nah, you. For those of you who aren't really accustomed to the new format that we do around here, this is basically where we pretty much chill like a Saturday evening special, if you will. If you want to just chop it up with whatever's left to talk about on the wrestling, whatever we don't talk about on the Thursday side of the spectrum, we got you over here. Anything left that's on the docket, on top of just making jokes and just kicking it for the next hour or something. And hey, man, that's what we're doing over here. And I sent you a snippet of what we're gonna be pretty much talking about. But basically, for those of you who want the quick rundown, we're gonna talk about some more matches on the wrestling side that was confirmed for not only SummerSlam that's coming up in I think about 3 weeks, as well as Saturday night's main event that is coming up next week. That'll be live in New York City and Minneapolis, Minnesota, or Minnesota, if you look at the graphics, because WWE like to use AI for some fucking reason. So the logo in the back says soba instead of soda. But yeah, that'll be they'll be in those two locations respectively, I should say. And then obviously we're gonna be talking a little bit more about Dark Side of the Ring that premiere. I think it was season 7. They kicked off with the battle for TNA. It was basically about Jeff Jarrett mostly. Like I think a lot of people was confused. They got the wires crossed. They thought it was gonna be like about TNA overall, but it was mainly about Jeff Jarrett and him finding TNA, the whole Dixie Carter thing, the Karen Jarrett, like the rumor of he broke up their Karen Jarrett and Kurt Angle's marriage, all that stuff. We'll talk about that. And yeah, pretty light episode, if you will. That's pretty much the vibes that we want to give you guys, so that way you know, like, hey, at least they talked about it. Like, hey, we talked about it because we have two products and we're having fun over here. I guess we can swing it over to where you want to go. Where you want to go? Where you want to swing it, Jermaine? Where you want to go? You
Man,
want
you can start right there with that Dark Side of the Ring.
All right, let's do it. So basically, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Dark Side of the Ring, it was the Jeff Jarrett. Basically, I actually watched part 1 uh Wednesday because it was free. And then I was like, let me actually watch it officially. So I watched it this morning because I was like, hey, let me be prepared mentally for what we're gonna be talking about. So yeah, it was basically what I just said. It started off basically talking about Jeff Jarrett going from his time in the WWF with his last, I guess, few matches that he had. He basically hyped up like how he put over China on his way out. He got a check from Vince McMahon. He's like, pleasure doing business with you. But I'm like, if you go off of what Vince said in the documentaries about WCW, he basically said "fuck you" to Jeff Jarrett. He didn't say "pleasure doing business with you." So I'm like, uh, yeah, what's the truth? We don't know. Vince is out there being weird as usual, and Jeff is doing his thing in AEW. So hey,
Well,
it's
you know how stuff like this goes, especially in the wrestling business. Like
oh yeah,
I'm gonna
everybody knows.
tell I'm gonna tell my story from my perspective, and you're gonna tell your story from your perspective. And the
Yeah,
truth
because
is somewhere in left
somewhere
field.
it's somewhere in the middle. 'Cause he was like,
So,
yeah, it was not one person. If you look at the footage, there was not one person sitting down after I put China over. I'm like, you are a great carny. I appreciate you, Jeff. I appreciate you, brother. Because I watched that pay-per-view a few times and it was people cheering, but it wasn't like that. Like I respect you, Booker man.
hey,
Boy said, I'm here to rewrite history.
Yeah, man. That's what we do,
listen,
man. Hey,
y'all
man.
y'all didn't see them matches, y'all didn't see them videos, y'all don't know what happened. I was there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was there. That's
Oh.
that's that's basically what when they say stuff like that, that's what they're
Uh-huh.
telling us.
It's like, yeah,
I was there.
you don't know. Y'all too
Yeah.
Right.
young to know, young buck. Like, all right, bro.
Mhm.
I,
I
you
had the
I
best
was
seat in the house. You don't think I know?
I was like,
The exact I was in the ring, damn it. Bro,
ask
I
China, God
just
rest her soul. You know how they go.
I just saw it. Like I just ran it back 3 minutes ago. Like there were people that weren't standing. Just like it's
Like
right there on my TV screen. Like look, I could flip my camera around and show you. Technology is cool.
it's like you try your best not to hit that well actually with these people. So you just be like, yeah, you got it. Yeah, yeah, you got it. But now the first two parts is basically about the foundation of TNA. And I think well they talked about and basically really talked about the passing of Jill Jarrett, his first wife. And I was like, damn, I didn't
Mm.
know she was like that prominent or that impactful for a lot of these people because everybody got emotional. I was just like, damn, this is this is intense. And it's
Man,
like it's forever fuck cancer because I've had so many people in my life that I've lost to cancer in some way, shape, or form. So I'm just like, man, it's forever fuck that. Um, and continue to rest in peace to her. And then they basically switched over to talk about basically the formation of NWA TNA, and then Vince Russo and all these people was talking, and it was Vince Russo, um, Jim Cornette, obviously, and pretty much everybody who was like former producers in the early stages of NWA TNA, and then, and then Jeff Jarrett was like Jerry Jarrett wanted the like the classic wrestling, and then Vince Russo wanted the crash hardcore like Jerry Springer TVs. It was like I think they was like I remember this specific episode they was talking about where they had a what's the modern term to say now for
A
midgets?
little person.
Little
yeah,
person.
little person.
Little person.
They had a
Thank you.
little person. I don't care if y'all cancel me because I don't fuck y'all. But little person. They had a little person in the trash can. And I didn't realize it until they promote, like they actually enhanced the audio. They actually had him relieving himself in the trash can. And they actually it sounded like his hand was just moving in the trash can. I was like, brother, I didn't hear this in the did y'all have to enhance this audio? I didn't hear
Yes,
Yes.
this watching the
They
yes.
said
episode.
yes.
They needed to give you the full effect.
No. I'm like, well, that's my fault because I watched this shit with headphones on. Fuck
You
me.
needed you needed to
But
hear him choking his chicken in that trash can.
and the way he says like, yeah, you wanna watch me, John. I was like, brother, I don't actually.
Wow.
He had her bringing that
Wait,
microphone close. He said, "Get my good side. Come here."
He's like, you want to watch
wait.
this? I was like, no. And it's
He
the
asked, "Do
same
you
little
want to
person who
watch
pulled out
this?"
the Glock.
He asked, "Do you want to watch?"
Yeah, he was like he told that to old girl who used to interview who did the interviews back in I think her name was Sunny something. Yeah, he actually told. He's like, "You want to watch?" I was like, "Brother, no." I'm
Say,
like,
bro,
there's a sexual harassment lawsuit there somewhere, but hey, I don't know what the statute of
listen.
limitation is, so we're gonna let that slide.
I work at a hospital. I constantly have to toe the line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the same little person who pulled out a Glock the same episode, or at least a second episode, and Jeff Jarrett to get it to get the gun out of his hand. Jeff Jarrett literally cracked him over the head with a steel chair, and then just kept doing it until he finally kicked the chair out of. Kicked the gun out of the ring, and I was just like, this was entertaining to someone. Then Vince Russo, because he's like, yeah, Jared Jeter won like 1970s AWA, and I wanted the midget to masturbate in the trash can. I was like, okay.
Like, do you hear yourself?
Do you hear yourself out loud,
Right,
brother?
like I want you to run this audio back and listen to it
play this
first.
again. Like, I
Then I
needed the
want you to
producers
run
to
the
be like, did
audio
you
back
say
with
that?
the video and watch yourself and listen to it. I need you to fully absorb the gravity of the situation that you're creating right now. And tell me, does that sound okay?
I had to listen to it twice because I was like, bro, you not finna like speed past this. Like, you didn't say what you just
Right.
said.
Try to skip over it.
Yeah, Mitch masturbating in the trash can.
I was like,
You know,
oh, huh.
You know.
All
he
right.
said that like I'm going home and I'm going to cook some dinner.
Yeah,
I'm going to make some mashed potatoes.
he's like, oh, he just mastered. You know, he just, yeah. I was like, okay, bro. I see why a lot of people don't like you. And then it cut to Jim Cornette was like, Jim Cornette got to get his hate off on Vince. So he was like, man, everything he says is just an insult to the business. I'm like, God damn, you gotta let that hate go out your heart. But then again, Jim Cornette is just not gonna let that hate go, because I think at some point in the episode between part 1 and part 2, he was like, yeah, after, because they talked about the Dixie Carter, like the power struggle between Jeff Jarrett and Dixie Carter. He's like, yeah, at some point, Vince Russo, it was like, it was just me, because they fired pretty much everybody else. It was just me, and then Vince Russo got upset, and Dixie believed him, and then I was like, and the interviewer was like, so have you ever made any terroristic threats against Vince Russo? Define it depends on what you define terroristic.
What you mean by terroristic?
Wait, so there was another Dark Side of the Ring or something.
Yeah.
And Cornette was quoted as saying, I hope I live to see him die so I can piss on his grave.
I think I remember that one. I think that was like season 5 or 4.
Yeah, bro. He, like, the hate
It was
runs so
it was
deep
Brawl
with
for
him.
All episode.
Yeah, I think
so.
it was. I think so.
Because he despised that one. Like, it's
Bruh.
like, and you would think that all these wrestling figures would be like, hey, let's keep these two apart. No, every company,
they
Vince
want
Russo and Jim Cornette. They just want them to clash.
I mean, you got to think about it though. When you want the clicks and the views and the ratings and the this and the that, you don't want happy-go-lucky unless it's like great storytelling, like awesome storytelling. Outside of that, you want that clash. You want those. You want that oil and water. You want that clash because that creates the controversy. That's what people like. That people like to see this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff said controversy creates cash, but sometimes that it don't be long-standing cash, because niggas get tired of the bullshit and then they just be like, you know what, we're done here. I'm a relieve my like I said, like that's like me forcing myself to consume a lot of stuff like Raw, SmackDown, AEW. Like, if the episode is bad, I'd be like, you know what, I'm going to remove myself from this episode, and we're going to just stick to the highlights for when we have to talk about it this week. That's literally what I've done. I was like, I will start a show and I'll be like, nothing is happening. I don't even have a joke to even post on social media, because I usually like tweet through the bullshit. And I was like, I have nothing. I'm just gonna go to bed. Yeah, we're done here.
Sometimes you got to do that.
So, but
Just so
nah,
y'all a fan of it.
the episode also they talked about the first investor being caught in a scandal. The reason why they had they lost a lot of
Yeah.
fun. They lost their initial funding because it was like a fraud, a scam, a financial fraud. And I was like, damn, y'all literally. It's like, hey, can you cover this this episode that just finished? It's like, nah, you're assed out, brother. I'm like, damn. So he had to go. He practically had to go begging for funds to at least pay off. So NWA TNA was about to be done literally like 3 to 4 weeks into their existence, but they've survived 20 plus years now. I think they just celebrated 20 something years. So they've been that roach that just doesn't die. So there's
Hey
that,
man, props to them.
and then they start, and then they tackle the Dixie Carter era, and I'm just like, yo, this is basically a fuck Dixie Carter episode. It's like,
Why
yo,
y'all
he's a
why you think why y'all think Dixie Carter didn't want to do the interview? Or like she don't want like she seemed like she don't want nothing to do with the business no more.
I think I saw someone say that she's like in some like subtle litigation with TNA right now. So I don't think she don't even want
Oh,
to
okay.
talk it, but that could be a rumor. I saw that rumor on social media, but so I was just like, that could be it, or she just don't. She just probably was like, you know what? I don't want to I don't want to talk about the past,
Was
even
it
though I know
something
I
that
fucked up.
came up after like that last sale or transfer of power or something like that? Like there was something that came up when they were selling it, or she was selling off her portion, or something like that. That must be what the lawsuit or the litigation or whatever is coming from.
Oh yeah, because after like I think like 2016, she was like she went from major to minor minority owner, and then I think she just completely pulled herself
Hmm.
out. And it probably, and I'm guessing that that's why a lot of people were surprised that she popped up on that recently. I think it was like earlier this year or end of last year on TV, where everybody was just booing the fuck out of her.
It was either Bound for Glory or it was their first pay-per-view back when they
Or
at the
when they
top
went
of
to
the year.
AMC.
Yeah, like Genesis or something like that.
Gotcha. Because I was just like, yo, they booing the fuck out of her, and I just bust out laughing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Bruh. I I
But,
I'll never forget when I first started going down that old school TNA rabbit hole, because I
Mhm.
discovered the live stream channel on my Roku TV, and I'm talking to Gresh about it, and I'm like, okay, it was some random pay per view from the 2000s, and he's like, oh, that was this era of TNA. You could don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I was like, okay,
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can
I'll think
legitimately,
about it.
if you ever tell me a year in an actual pay per view, I'd be like, oh, that was the Jarrett era. Oh, that was when, because even Jeff Jarrett said on here, he was like, from like the first episode until September 2009, he was like in charge of that. And he said from January
yeah.
to September, that was when they was at their peak, that like the highest numbers on Spike. And then the thing with Karen Jarrett became a thing, and then that was pretty much, he basically said the rumors of an affair was that out, or that reasoning for her to like, okay, you got to
Hell
go home.
yeah.
Even though, and then Karen, bro, one thing I can respect about Karen Jarrett on this, she do not fuck with Dixie. She's like, yo, this bitch ruined his
Mhm.
life. She didn't say that verbatim,
Man,
but that's literally what, like, her face was like, this bitch ruined his life.
damn.
So she was
That's
like,
crazy, like coming from her. Cause like you was just Karen Angle
Like
6 months
30
ago.
minutes ago.
You
yeah.
feel me? I'm like, and
So basically,
now,
what she was
all right.
saying was what happened was Kurt Angle was out of WWE, and his only option was TNA, and they was legally separated since 2016, so 2006 that year. Like, he basically was going on he was crashing out, and
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was for
she was
sure.
basically was like, when he
Big
got
time.
signed to TNA, he asked her, he was like, can we just put on a united front for everybody?
Mm.
And she came in, and she was like, they was just one big happy family. Like, she was pregnant with her, I believe her second, or it was like her second child at the time. So she was like, "Yo, we just put on a big happy front, this, that, and the third." And after a while, it was like good for a minute. She was on TV, and then she was just like fed up with the
Tired of
facade
playing
and
this
just wanted
game.
to go home. And
He was trying to fuck on what's her name?
yeah,
The you feel me?
yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
Jared even alluded. He's like, yeah, he started seeing it like various people in the locker room. So he was like, Karen was just like, yeah, I'm finna go the fuck home, and he was
I
like,
can't
nah,
remember
stick
her
this out.
name.
And then they kind of grew close because Jared was still kind of like grieving his wife. So he was just like, he just hit her up like, yo, please, can you just stay? Because Kurt Angle at the time was like their biggest draw. Like he was their guy right
Yeah.
next to Sting. So it was
Yeah.
like, so they was like, yo, anything to keep this man from leaving or crash or causing a catastrophe. So he hit her up, was like, yo, can you just like power it through? And like, she was like, he quoted scripture and all this stuff. And she's like, where did this man come from? Like, basically, she was like, yo, this is when I started falling in love with this man. We became friends. I'm like, okay, you started falling in love with this man. And
Damn.
and then D'Lo Brown was on here too, and he was like, so basically, it wasn't they didn't know the truth because it started looking like, oh, Jeff Jarrett stole Karen from Kurt Angle, and he was like, from we can't even go off of like what people are selling us because they're telling us that they're still together, and then we see is, oh, Jeff and Karen are getting extremely close, and hosting a party and all that stuff, and they even invited Dixie. And Dixie was like put on a front, and then Jeff and basically Karen was like, Jeff is so gullible in a like he's a good gullible, but it's also a detriment to like he always saw the good in people, even though she saw the snake in everybody. And
So
she was like,
basically,
yeah,
what it sounds like when Jeff Jarrett was going through this thing with Karen, he was working and she thought it was a shoot.
mm-hmm. So basically, this thing, everybody thought Kurt and Karen was still a thing, but that was a work. They was legally separated, and the divorce was finalized in 2008. So they was divorced. But as far as on like the locker room and all this stuff, that's the thing about, see, back then social media wasn't as prominent as it is now. Because
Yeah.
now everybody knows everybody. Like everybody knows Maxine Dupree is married, even though she's on Raw kissing Austin Theory for some fucking reason. Like we unfortunately know this, but back then a lot of people didn't really know unless you were on the dirt sheet or
Mhm.
the forums. You
Or the
didn't really
forums,
know.
yeah.
You didn't really know. So
Man, in my story, Jeff Jarrett was dirty macking on Kurt Angle. He pulled up slapping LL Cool J, "Love You Better." You know what I'm saying? Nah, he pulled up old school. He said, "Who do you love? Are you
Are you
sure?"
sure?
I'm telling you,
Who do you
come on.
love?
And what was he gonna
Are
do at that point?
you?
He get to harmonizing and shit, swinging his neck around.
and doing that shit after the match too. So his hair is wet as shit. So it's just swinging.
Don't let him grab the guitar, bro. You feel me?
Bruh, wait.
Listen.
Meanwhile, you got Kurt Angle on the opposite side singing Carl Thomas. I wish I never met her.
he got the sweater on.
Bruh, he got the turtleneck on, dog. He got the turtleneck on.
Oh,
The turtleneck
man.
sweater.
Oh
Oh man.
But nah, man. But nah. So basically, they was like, "Yo, Dixie used that as like, okay, we got him. I'm
Yeah.
about to get him out." So
Mhm.
basically, she had Panda draw up legal documentation, say, "Oh, you're crossing like legal bounds and all this stuff as management and all this." They basically like, "Yo, you're a boss, but you're having
You're
relations
fraternizing with the talent.
with the talent, even though
Mhm.
he's also a talent." So she basically would use that as a way to get him out. And then they was like, "Yo, right after he left, because he left in September 2009, that's when everything shifted, and that's when they introduced Hogan, and Bischoff.
Wow, 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 wow.
And then when I saw that footage with Hogan and Bischoff, I literally zoned out for a split second because I just had PTSD to 2010 TNA, and I was like,
Right. It was a I want to say it was a 2011 or 2012 pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken, that I had a question or something about. And he was like, "Oh yeah, don't worry
oh
about
yeah, 2012, yeah, that was
it."
when
It
that
was
was
one of
right
those years.
before Bully Ray became world champion. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those years. I remember specifically, and I was just, I can't even remember what it was. I just remember I was asking you and somebody else about it, and y'all both like had the same line of comment about those
Like,
years of
like,
TNA.
ooh. It's like, oh yeah, 2010. That's when they brought in Bischoff and Friends with Hogan.
Hmm.
2011 is when Immortal with Jeff Hardy was heel, but then also forgot that he had to stay sober, and Victory Road became a thing. And then they switched to Sting, and then 2012 was when they started introducing that putting a lot of X Division guys at the top, and it was like a little positive side up there. It was like, okay, we're
Hmm.
going up, and then they just went right back down with aces and eights, and then and then AJ Styles left, and then niggas just stopped watching. When AJ Styles left, that was when it was like, yo, what are we still watching this shit for?
I think a lot of the times, companies always have these cyclical periods where you have these ups and downs. But it's like what I've noticed with TNA is that the downs are like they're pretty low.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty low.
If
The
there was
ups are
if
the
this was
ups
a kiddie
the ups
pool,
are so
they're in the ankles.
like, bruh, like they're they're like almost like a puddle. It ain't even a kiddie pool. It's just a puddle.
Yeah, it's just a puddle. It's just like, ooh,
You know?
how do we watch this?
Yeah, and it's like sometimes you see and like they'll build themselves up and you'll be like, oh wow, like they really have something going for ththemselves. And then they'll find a way to cheddar bob it. Like
Literally this year.
inevitably. Bruh.
Because remember, one of our bold predictions was like TNA won't LOL TNA themselves. Y'all became a fucking meme,
Bruh.
and they did it twice in 1 month. I said, okay, record.
My bold prediction was gone like I think like 2-3 months into the year.
Yep. They LOL TNA themselves 2 weeks into the new year. So yeah.
Now I've officially been baptized into the LOL TNA. They got your ass too. Like
Yeah. I was like, yeah,
I'm part
promising.
of the group.
I was like, promising. Yes.
Somehow they keep hiring people that have some type of humiliation kink or something. Like I don't understand how they keep getting into this situation unless it's purposeful.
Mhm. Now I'm not gonna lie, they're onto something with this Leon Slater Ricky Sosa pairing.
Yeah.
It's
They
little things like
they
that.
However,
they got something with that.
however,
I'm nervous about it.
That's what I'm saying. It's
it's
little
gonna
I'm
things.
be
nervous.
short lived. This nigga's finna leave.
Yeah, because Leon Slater's
You,
all out. They just
you
lost
better get
Santana.
yeah, get everything you can up out of it, man. You know what I'm saying for this next month because I don't just me, my little heart of hearts. I think he'll pop up at All In. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You feel me?
Man,
And it's in his home
You know what I'm
country,
saying?
bro. It's a wrap.
That's why I'm like, you feel me? It just I don't know. I got a feeling. I got a
they
feeling.
Because
don't
WWE was dragging their feet because they could have easily snatched him up like they
bruh,
did
it
Joe
was
Hendry.
he was in literally in the house.
Bruh.
He was sitting on y'all sofa eating y'all snacks, drinking y'all juicy juice.
The only reason I say that he could go to the other side is because why wouldn't they do the same thing that they did with Joe Hendry for Leon Slater? No, we want him early before his deal is up. We want him now. Let's work something out. They
Right.
haven't done that.
Not at all.
Nigga. Sorry, my bad. Where were we?
That's what I'm saying. So But yeah, I think Dark Side of the Ring was basically just the beginning, the rise of TNA under Jeff Jarrett. And I think the next episode, which will be next week, part 3, will be the down, like the downward spiral. They're gonna cover the Bischoff arrival, Dixie Carter getting too big for her britches. I was like, she that was a given. uh, Basically, this is the continuation of Fuck Dixie Carter continues next week, and but overall, I saw the reaction to this episode, and people were like, "Dark Side of the Ring" pretty much left a lot of stuff, a lot of the meat on the bones when it comes to like the real. Because they even had Awesome Kong in here, and she was like, "Yo, Kurt Angle's making close to $1 million," and she was like, "In my opinion, he deserved more than that." But she's like, "Also, Khan don't deserve like 1/1,000,000th of that," because a McDonald's manager was making more than her. I said, "Well,
She over
goddamn."
here rubbing quarters together. They cashing Kurt Angle out and all these other people, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
damn, like I'm not tripping off that. Like that's cool and all, but like, how do we figure
Balance
this
it
out for
out.
me? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Like she was like, "Yo, at
Like,
this time, we out here like we're pretty much outdrawing the men in certain segments. Like we out
yeah,
here killing it." And it's like like she was like, "It's two people." She was like, there was 2 women who were holding the TNA titles that was either working at a sunglasses hut or working at a bar, and people was like, "Ain't that you on TV? Yeah, what's your order?" I was like,
yeah.
"Damn."
They had
Man,
to.
dog.
They definitely had to get that pay scale together. Like it's crazy. Like how certain industries will allow for that gap to be so wide, bro. Like crazy. Like I remember, real quick, I was working at a T-Mobile in Sacramento, and one of the ladies from the WNBA had just came in to get a charger. She was wearing scrubs
Hmm.
because she had to go back to work at the hospital. And I'm like, don't you play ball though?
Don't I be seeing you on
Mhm.
TV?
She said, boy, get that shit out of my business. Give me this little $1,400 charger. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Why you
Like
bringing that shit
Okay.
up?
I
Man.
know exactly what you're talking about because I got a homegirl that I went to college with, and the only reason why she used to make it back in the day is because she used to go overseas to go play. Like she was one of
Yep.
them ones who used to have to go overseas to play to make ends meet.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't get it,
Over here
man.
putting belt to ass on the Shanghai Sharks, man. You feel me? Gotta do what you gotta do.
wait, now what's crazy is I didn't realize like how good she was. And like I've seen women perform like and they be pregnant and don't even realize and they
Yeah.
hooping.
Yeah.
I
Going
mean
stupid.
hooping. Hooping.
It's, man, different animal, yet the same beast.
Yeah.
And
Interesting. It's always interesting when
yeah.
money is brought up, and I'm just like, and what it's funny how the way Awesome Kong be talking in these interviews, I'd be like, why wasn't she talking like this on TV? I get they was trying to portray her as a monster, but the way she was talking just cracked me up. I'm like, yo, she remind me of how they had Solo Sokoa, like a mute, like a little stoic mute. But this nigga is
Mm-hmm.
hilarious every time he gets on TV. I feel like
Yeah.
Awesome Kong is the same way. Like when she talks, I'll be like, "Yo, this lady is hilarious." She's
She's
like,
captivated.
"Yeah." So when
Bro,
when
sometimes
I
the
got
people
her
don't
on
know what
there,
to do with it.
you said
They
what?
don't know what to do. They don't know what to do with certain talents. Like they don't know how to pull certain pieces of people's personality out and put that into the character and get that over. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's not only on the wrestler, that's also on the writers room and the main booker and everything. That's on all the whole process
The
to figure that out.
agents,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
gotta
Exactly.
pull
That's
that up
on
out of them.
everybody.
It's your fucking fault, nigga. Did you
Yeah.
the last bit on Dark Side of the Ring before we move on? Did you see that? Did you see that interview, or I guess you say Q&A that Jeff Jarrett did? I guess to promote this season of Dark Side of the Ring. He did like a Reddit Q&A, and Monty
Mm-hmm.
Brown came up, and he was like, Jeff Jarrett on Monty Brown never becoming a world champion in TNA. He said this, and I quote, I did not feel that it was in his best interest to win the title because my booking philosophy for a babyface champion to succeed is that you need multiple heel challengers to go through in order to establish a meaningful babyface reign.
So he's saying that he didn't have multiple heel challengers to be able to put him over in the best light, or what is he saying?
That's basically what he's saying. He's like the reason why he didn't do it because he felt like it wasn't in his best interest because he didn't have enough heel challengers, basically. And I'm
So
just
you
like,
didn't try.
that's what it sounds like.
Basically, yeah.
That's what it sounds like because it's like, brother,
Yeah.
you were the booker. You
I
can make heel
yeah.
challengers.
I didn't feel like putting my brain to use.
But
Yeah.
so in turn, you decided to make him a lackey for you. Because before he turned heel that year, I think it was like 2004, 2005, he was pretty much getting big pops up there with Sting before when he came in. And then they turned him heel and made him. They basically pulled. I'm gonna be real with you. They basically pulled a Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns. Because remember, he was basically popping off early this year, and then he lost Tribal Combat and basically became a semi-mute hitter again. That's basically what Monty Brown became. They literally snuffed. So I just like, brother, I love it when all these bookers get asked these questions and they be like, yo, this is a thing, this hurdle is the thing, but it's like you created that fucking hurdle, my brother. Because you're the booker. You can literally do it. This is harping over 20 years of people of beef that I have with Jeff Jarrett's booking. But at the same time, it's like when you hear that response, you be like, y'all are so full of shit. It ain't even. Y'all so full of shit, bro. Y'all can't even pump this bullshit out your stomach.
They open up old wounds and shit.
I was like, when I saw that, I saw that post, I just looked. I was like, hold on. You know that meme? Because a lot of people don't really talk about the remake of Fantastic Four. They only talk about the meme they have where he says, say that again, and you got the dude looking at the thing. Like, say that again? That's literally how it was when I read that. I was like, say it again. Say it one more time. I dare you. But no, man. That was dark. That was basically, y'all got any more thoughts on Dark Side of the Ring before we slide on?
They did their thing. I think they originally wanted to do they wanted to do the whole season or like 6 episodes on it. And niggas was like, hey, hold your horses.
6 episodes.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's tell some other stories. Like
relax.
Don't give a fuck about TNA that much.
No.
They wanted to make a Jackson 5 American Dream out of the TNA documentary.
Fucking Root.
Episode 1 would have been about the rise. Episode 2 would be about Jeff Jarrett and his transitioning away from power. Episode 3 would have been about Jeff Jarrett having to meet up with Hulk Hogan. And episode 4 will be about the fall of TNA. Episode 5 will be about the pop era. Episode 6 will be about the Destination America era. And episode 7 will be about the modern era. It's like, nigga, we don't. No, you talking about bad ratings. Nobody will not give a fuck. Yeah, because basically after the next episode, they're going to talk about Necro Butcher versus Samoa Joe on the 21st. I have no idea what that beef is, but hey, we're gonna find out. They're gonna talk about the Big Boss Man, the fall of the Renegade, Paul Orndorff, the Walking Riot, Missy Hyatt, and the Zach Gowen story, and that's pretty much your current season of Dark Side of the Ring. So they're reaching that territory.
Necro Butcher Samoa Joe was like one of the supposedly like the bloodiest or one of the bloodiest matches on American soil or something like that. Like the way Necro Butcher bled in that match. They both bled, but like specifically the way Necro Butcher bled. It was like crazy.
It must have been like a backlash type of not like there was backlash on the match or something.
Oh yeah. It like, and the crazy part about it is I think the match itself was only like 10, 15 minutes at the most. But it got bloody quick and it was crazy.
Okay. Yeah. And I clicked on Necro Butcher's I'm about to say Necromancer, but Necro Butcher He had a lot of retirements, so I'm guessing he's like another Terry Funk.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but that is our
Wrestling
thoughts.
retired.
That is our thoughts on Dark Side of the Ring. I guess we could switch gears to SmackDown because that happened last night and yesterday, and I only had like like I think three to four talking points to talk about because SmackDown. This was the first SmackDown, I believe, or second SmackDown that moved to 2 hours. It moved back to 2 hours
Mm-hmm.
First one.
since the first one. So yeah, it definitely felt like it. I was like, oh snap, we already at the main event, and I was not mad. I saw people like, oh my god, what about these people? Like what Ben said on Thursday, like, bro, these niggas we're not going to do anything with these fools, even if it was 3 hours still. So it's like, just stop. But we kicked off the show with CM Punk, his first appearance since winning the WWE Championship from Sami Zayn. And they just went straight to the point. It was like, yeah, we're getting Cody versus Punk at SummerSlam.
You know, I think they fast forwarded this because they're trying to pump up SummerSlam. That angle at that angle, Punk looks like he's like 87 years old.
Yeah, that man got a nice little shiner there.
Yeah.
Wasn't as bad as Cody's, but though, because Cody's was like, he looked like his skin was falling off the bone.
It looked bad.
Yeah. But yeah, the Riz sound like that guy. This segment was basically, it was to the numbers. Wasn't really mad at it. Wasn't really happy with it. It was just like, oh, that happened. All right, let's get this match. Let's get to this match. Let's move forward.
This basically reminds me of Captain America Civil War, where Captain America and Iron Man like was going at it, and they was both annoying. It was like, I want to smack the shit out of both of y'all.
Come on.
I like both of y'all, but I want to smack both of y'all. That's how I feel about this right here, and that segment and all of that. Like I like both of y'all. I also want to smack y'all. So go ahead and fight. Shit. Entertain me, damn it.
Like, get this shit over with, motherfucker.
Entertain me. Y'all fast forwarding Roman and Seth. Now y'all fast forwarding Cody and Punk. Like both of these shits better be like, I better be impressed. God damn it.
Unless it ends with one of them turning heel at SummerSlam, I doubt it.
Ah man, I think we need it, man. I don't know if we need Cody like specifically heel, but like he's got to lean into it a little bit more. He got to stop being a bitch. Like, you my dog, bro. Like come on, bro. Like you hear this shit, you see this shit. You up against, you know what I'm saying, stronger forces than what you could put together yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to go with the flow at some point, bro. Like man, I don't know.
You gotta
Man.
dig deep and like, even if you want to stay like this, present as this white meat baby face, you gotta have some edge to you.
And my
It's
thing is
just
too, he got to have a
gotta have
promo
some
when
sort of edge to you.
I'm about to say, my thing is too, is like when you cut a promo, it got to match your actions. Like if you want to be a dick on the promo. You can still be a good guy, but be a dick, because you do, like leaning into the darkness and then coming back like, you know what, guys, I'm sorry that I had to do that, but it had to be done. But now I am back on track and I need my older brother. Like it's stuff like that. It's just like, brother, okay, man, I need you to stop doing that. So I'm interested in see what that, and then I guess keep it to Cody and the whole story that they were saying. Gunther, his ass came out there. Was I the? It could be me. This is an open conversation. Was it me who, when Gunther cut this promo in the main event, I was not feeling anything that this nigga was saying? I was like, bro, let's just wrap this show up.
I mean, I
I don't
was
know what it
kind
is.
of, I was
Gunther's
kind of,
lost. Gunther lost me.
I was kind of feeling it because, and the only thing that I was upset about is that we've seen this before from him, is because they'll build him up as this big bad unbeatable, and then he gets beat, and then he starts like losing, and then he loses confidence, he crashes out, and he starts to crash out. Like they've done this before with him. So it's like, what is the new angle here? And the new angle to me here is that he's going at an authority figure, and this is a way to get Nick Aldis back in the ring.
I was
But
laughing. I was
if
laughing when he was struggling with that jacket because he was trying to take all this jacket off, but it's skin tight, so it was not budging. it was, he was like, he's like, fuck it, keep it on.
bruh, that reminded me of Tommy Boy.
Oh,
Big man in a little coat. No, but like they've done this whole thing with Gunther before, right? And so I'm like, okay, this is a way to get all this back in the ring. But if Gunther is the career killer, why is he drawing an authority figure out of from behind his authority figure desk, podium, office, whatever the hell, back into the ring? Is he going to retire him again, or I don't know?
Aldis has remained steadfast in that he's not retired. He's just ready for an opportunity.
Oh,
WWE hired him to do a job, and he's happy to do that job. However, he has maintained that he has stayed in ring shape if an opportunity ever arises or if they decide to shift him into another role.
oh, we can tell.
I
Like
just,
the way that jacket was not moving.
now somebody had to help him put that on.
Yeah,
For sure.
that
Yeah.
jacket was not moving.
He said, Mickey,
Help me out right here.
grab that left for me.
Yeah.
listen, they had to put on the left side, the right side, and then zip it up somewhere. Cause I don't know, bro.
That was too tight. I was like, brother, there's no way.
This my thing. This my thing. It seems as if, and Jermaine, I agree with you, that they're headed towards a match between Gunther and Nick Aldis. How do they go about this on the other side of this match? Because Gunther just came to SmackDown like 3 months ago. So does Gunther get shifted back to Raw? Does Nick Aldis get removed from the general manager position? Is there some type of swap with Adam Pearce? Like because how are they going to coexist on the other side of this when Nick Aldis eventually loses? Like because you can't hold a grudge against him, you know what I'm saying, and keep him away from the title picture or not allow him opportunities just because he whooped your ass.
He could. He could. That
He
that could.
could.
They could switch it up to where he basically uses his power to fuck up Gunther's career, and he's gonna be like, you know what? Nah, we're going to have one more match.
What
And
if what if we get like the only way I could see something like this happening is if there's some sort of like respect gained by Gunther for Nick Aldis. By him like deciding to leave the ring and lose via count out because he's choosing to walk away. And then he can explain it away by saying, "Hey, I didn't want to end your career. I didn't want to hurt you. You have a family going on. I actually need you because I need you to make sure I get my blah 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 blah." Like, there's a way to explain this away. It ain't gonna make a whole lot of sense, but we're here now. So where do we go
Yeah.
from here?
yeah,
I
it's up
feel
to the
you.
bookers to make it make sense. And if it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense, we're gonna laugh about it. 'Cause
Oh
that's
yeah,
how
Yeah,
we're
they
gonna
do.
talk some shit. We're gonna talk some shit.
yeah. Listen here, Mister Nose, Paul, sir. You can't blame this shit on Road Dogg because he been gone.
Yeah.
Figure it out, Summer Sanders.
Say, bro.
Figure it out, Chat
SmackDown
GP Triple H.
GPT. SmackDown GPT.
Hey man,
Bruh, I mean, there's a way to safely navigate these muddy waters that they're in. It's just that we haven't seen a high success rate of them doing that, so we don't have faith that they're gonna be able to navigate this shit either.
no.
So I see some sort of like foolishness coming. I just want to see what level of foolery are we gonna see on the opposite side of this.
It's always funny that the most successful authority versus superstar rivalry was Stone Cold and Vince, and everything after that just feels like child's play.
That Daniel Bryan.
That was close to it, but
The
even
yes
then, it was
movement.
like certain parts of it where you can
Yeah.
tell that they were trying to. They was basically making stuff up as they went. Because let's be real, that Daniel Bryan versus Authority was not supposed to last as long as it did. It was supposed to.
Hell nah.
They were supposed to put him in the Wyatt family and then go into his obscurity. But niggas was like, no,
It wasn't
that's
having
our
it.
guy. So
Yeah. And basically to me, Kofi Mania lost some of its luster because they went paint by numbers with the whole yes movement thing.
yep,
It was like, all right, listen, if we put Kofi in the same position, we could just run this shit back. We ain't gotta think that hard about it.
yeah, and they was like, yeah, this is the yes movement for niggas.
Listen and listen. We're gonna have the guy who was the B plus player call Kofi a B plus player.
He went from a B plus to
Oh.
a B. He went from a B plus to an A. He's like, yeah, I am now an A player. You are the new B plus player. You are the
We're,
new
we're gonna
Wakanda
look
forever. All right.
like fucking genius. And guess what?
That's
Guess
really
what, guys?
good.
It's really gonna work because he's black.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's be real. Guys like me can succeed, but guys like you cannot.
I don't
But I
because
believe
I
in
don't see
Kofi
color.
Mania.
Because I don't see color. Gresh, I don't see color. That's why I can't see
I
it.
was expecting Vince to say that. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, brother, he's like, Kofi, I don't see color. Like you are a great player. You are a great B plus player.
Bruh.
But he didn't say it. So I was like, oh, damn. I bet he wanted to, but he didn't.
Vince used to be the guy who would either lean all the way into something or stay the fuck away from it.
Yeah.
He
Mhm.
never had a gray area.
Oh,
Ever
yeah,
had a
for
gray
sure.
area.
Do-rag Vince. He leaned all the way to fuck in. And I was like, hey, bro.
Yeah.
I want to wrestle God Vince.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
never no gray area. Like that nigga never he never he either was all the way weird or all the way weird. Like it was
The
never no
the,
in between.
the Kiss My Ass Club.
That was all the way weird. He's like,
Like,
yeah, you know
bro,
what? You know what's gonna be great ratings? Grown men kissing my ass.
my pasty white ass cheeks out every Monday night.
Yeah. And the ratings went further down. Like niggas was like, yeah, I'm not fit to see this. And then he said, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it on SmackDown too. Man, no.
I want my ass out twice a week on national TV.
It's like, yeah. Yeah.
Brother, what are you doing? This is
Speaking of
when we should have known he was on a different type of time. That's when we should have known he was on a different type of time.
oh, we knew. But niggas just wasn't doing nothing about it.
These are the tales, the freaky tales. These are the tales that I tell so well. These are the tales, the freaky tales. Shout out to Too Short.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of shout out to Trick Williams on the new United States Championship, the furry championship, the legacy championship. And then
Bro,
I
that
saw the
is
price. Niggas are going to buy replicas for $700 for that.
niggas gonna pay $700 for a fur belt.
Yeah. Me? No. No, I draw the
That's
line.
why I said niggas.
Niggas, like, nah.
Cause you gotta be a real nigga to get you like, bro, to pay $700 for a fur belt.
And it's a belt that you won't even get until December.
What?
Because you basically, the way they sell these replicas when it's introduced like that, because they did the same for the last custom belt that they did. It was basically they'll put it on pre-sale and then you won't get it until like 6 months later.
Man, hell no. I'm not about to get you gonna have so you mean to tell me you gonna take my $700 and go make me a belt and
Yep.
then send it to me when you ready.
Yep. Yeah.
Lord, I'm in the wrong fucking business, dog.
Exactly. I need to be a carny for these. I need to be a carny. I need to.
Damn, dog.
How long y'all think that belt gonna stay clean?
Ooh,
It's like white fur cloth. You feel me? Like, what are
I
we gonna
yeah.
give
do?
it
Like,
It's probably dirty already.
I give it about 10 to 12 business days.
yeah.
I was saying it's probably
Yeah.
dirty already because Trick don't be coming out there without fragrance on his, like that brother be looking like because he used that baby oil and that baby
Yeah,
oil needs
you feel
recipe.
me? Yeah.
So I already know.
And
That man-
listen, if you already moisturize your skin with some sort of lotion or
Mhm.
something, or cocoa butter or whatever, and you put baby oil on top of it, bro, I know that title got it. It's got a nice like grayish, brownish, like kind of tint to it
Yep,
on the back of that fur. Like,
that fur got a little tint already.
come on, dog. You know what a white T-shirt look like around the neck after you just sweat it in that motherfucker before you throw it in the
Oh yeah.
washing machine. That's what the back of that fur gonna look like.
After a while, you just gotta accept that T-shirt is beige now. It's no
Yeah,
longer
bro.
white.
That is
Yeah.
now a house shirt, a
Yeah. You feel
cleaning
me?
shirt, cooking shirt, sleeping shirt. That shirt is no longer wearable outside of your domain. Like I do shirts like that. I don't wear outside of Club 8907. There are some shirts that are reserved strictly for Club 8907,
Yeah, because it's dark.
and I don't wear them shirts outside of Club 8907. It's not
Hey, man.
acceptable.
But
Yeah.
also after Trick and Mello went to town, we saw the return of Baron Corbin. In a
What the
Hey,
fuck?
days is back.
it be messing me up because I had just got used to calling him Bishop Dyer.
I never called that nigga
No,
that.
well, not
I ain't
like
never used them two words together.
call him that or say like I was like, oh, that's Bishop Dyer. And it said
Yeah,
Baron
just
Corbin. I
yeah.
was like, see, I just remembered to say it like Bishop Dyer when I see him.
The nomad
And
Baron
now
Corbin.
he back.
You're like just now getting comfortable with accepting the fact that
Thank
you're
you.
you as a different you now. You
Thank
feel me?
you.
And now you pop back up as the same you that you was you before when I thought that you was a different you. Now
Yeah.
you again.
Now
Bro,
you
I
again.
just hope he stayed for at least 6 months or so because it's gonna take my brain about another 2 to 3 months to get reprogrammed back to him being Baron Corbin. So listen, like at least stay through Mania next year. At least stay through Saudi Mania. Like, can we at least get a run through Saudi Mania? That way I could be nice and reprogrammed back to factory settings.
I know that nigga Dijak is hurt, boy.
Hey, bro.
That
He,
nigga
you know that
Dijak is
you know
hurt.
what that you know that Drewski meme where he pissed off and he take that drink and then he just throw the glass.
Yeah.
That's Dijak right now, dog. That's Dijak. Dijak is that
It's
Drewski
like
guy.
y'all making phone calls and picking niggas back up, but ain't nobody call me.
Yeah, I'd be feeling bad too because it's like, bro, nobody picked you up but MLW. Damn,
Cold world, bro.
whole world,
Cold
man.
world.
Because I think he replaced Baron with Josh something as his tag team partner. So they didn't strip MLW didn't strip him of the tag titles. They just let him pick a new partner.
Hmm.
So
That's been a move that a lot of the companies have been making in the wrestling business as of late. Instead of like removing the title from that tag team, just sliding somebody else in that slot. And I'm happy about that. I like that. Like, there's no reason to strip a tag team. Like, just slide somebody else in that slot and see what the fuck happens. You may end up creating magic. Worst case scenario, fuck it, get the title off of
facts.
them. Like, I mean, have the new person fuck up, and then, or have one of them fuck up, and then have them turn on each other. Bam, you got a whole other storyline right there.
Pretty much, pretty straightforward. So, hey, good luck. Like, and when he came out there, I was just like, bro, I'm not like everybody else where they just be crashing out. I was just like, yo, you know what? Good luck to you. Hopefully, it's successful. I do think his last run towards the end, he was pretty solid in the ring because I think we saw him in Philly at Stand and Deliver in 24.
I
Yeah,
believe he
we
was
saw.
there.
Yeah.
but like he
It was
transitioned
him and Braun
smooth.
Breaker, the dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he transitioned smoothly into like that big bro kind of role with a lot of the younger talent. And some people saw it when he was in that NXT run. It's like, oh man, they had to put him down there. And it's like, no, like in that industry, if they want you to work with younger talent like that, that's a sign. It's a slap in the face. Yes, it's a kind of a demotion, but it's also a sign of respect because they trust you enough to work with celebrities or younger talent or what have you. I was
Mhm.
fucked up. It was like the writing was on the wall. It was like, all right, you served your purpose. You know, I don't want to play with you anymore. And they just dropped him.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. So yep, good luck to that man. Good luck to everybody else. Good luck to the Tongans and Finn Balor. I actually enjoyed that match. It was Finn and Tama Tonga. I was like, yo, this is actually pretty good. They gave everybody equal offense. Pretty solid match. And then we also had more bloodline lore on SmackDown. We had Jimmy Uso versus Royce Keys, and Royce lost because of the distraction from Solo and Jacob. You know, and it led to Jacob hitting up, making Solo's life flash before his eyes. It was like, yeah, so you got to come to Raw and basically acknowledge the tribal chief, or next time I'm not going to stop myself.
Real quick, this don't got nothing to do with nothing for real, for real. It's just me being stupid and me being me. Jacob Fatu gaining weight back again?
It do look like it, don't it?
I feel like that first year he was locked in, and afterwards he just said, "Fuck it, I'm
He
here."
locked back in again, you feel me, at the top of the year and was
And
like,
then
AJ told me I
now,
better wrestle without a shirt now. You feel me? I'm going in, I'm going crazy. And I'm like, I ain't seen you keep wearing dicky suits and you feel me? Like, I mean, I don't know,
Hey,
maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
after he did lock in earlier this year, but I did think that, Graham, you're not crazy
he do be
because
getting
Yeah,
gas
okay,
though. He
I'm
do
just
be
yeah.
saying, like there's that point in time when you're an athlete, professional athlete or whatever, and you lock in and you looking good, you feel at the top of your career or
Yeah.
whatever. But there's also that position of, man, look, they got this baked chicken with this cream sauce and shrimp on it and steak. And like they got, bruh, they got accordion potatoes, bruh. Like I can't pass up accordion potatoes, Nick. They
I
got
feel you.
they got the pasta,
It'd be like
bro. They
one
got
or
the
two tweaks.
pasta,
It'd be like one or two little baby tweaks that be the difference. You know what I'm saying?
bro. It'd be so crazy because they really gotta be like to a certain level. They gotta be have a certain level of discipline, and if you let it go
Yeah.
just a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's off the rails. And so, but
Yeah.
I did notice that. That look on Solo's face was priceless, though.
that brother was scared. He almost had his
It was
neck snapped
priceless.
by
Yeah.
his other cousin's butt.
He said, next time, bitch, I won't stop.
I was like,
I
all
said,
right,
"Oh."
bro.
You got it, brother.
I
You got it,
like
man.
I like this version of Jacob Fatu, and I think if they're going to use this as a pathway to show a different side of his character and bring out more of this part of his character, I'm all for it.
Cool. So, hey, man. More bloodline lore for those who love it. I told y'all it ain't ending until way past next year's WrestleMania. So lock in for sit back, relax, and lock in for the ride that The Rock is taking you on.
Oh, shit.
Oh
Sick of this
boy.
nigga, man. Hey, worry about your Moana numbers, nigga.
Man, I saw them niggas talking about
Damn.
he
I
beat
just
that
told
shit
my
about the
daughter,
bone.
I just told my daughter, I said, hey, you want to go see Moana this weekend? Woo, woo, woo. She said, No, there's way too many Moana movies. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to support that. I'm cool. I don't blah blah blah. I said, listen, if we don't support this, then that means that The Rock might be forced to come back to the WWE. If we support him, he can stay where the fuck he at.
She
I'm
probably gave you
just
that look
saying.
like, nigga, I don't care.
Hey, bro.
She definitely didn't give a fuck. She said, when you gonna buy my my wrestling wind down shirt, nigga? Like, get that shit figured out first. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My
Damn.
bad. My
Hey, I
bad. Lo is a
mean,
baddie.
if you dealing with that, like I had to fix my daughter's toilet this week and vote for the people she wanted me to vote for Love Island.
Oh yeah.
Pipe down. I'm TT. I feel you.
Like, bruh.
I told like 12 people to get out my phone about Love Island. I'm like, I'm not watching that shit.
Right?
Get out my phone.
Bruh. I just like, okay, just send me the screenshot of whatever I'm supposed to do, whoever I'm supposed to vote for or whatever. And then I'll let you know if I did it or not. Trust me, I got you.
And then there's the opposite of me, the Southside Gun. He just talking all down the timeline about Love Island. I'm like, hey, brother, we are men. Go fix it.
Yeah, man. Be like a regular nigga, and keep that shit between you and your lady when she make you watch that shit. God damn it.
We are go fix the toilet, god damn it.
Nah, he said, nope, I gotta deal with it. Y'all gotta deal with
right.
it. Nope.
And I
all y'all gonna have to deal with this shit.
I completely understand.
Oh man. Nice little sidebar conversation to wind us down. We talked about it on Thursday. Kenny Omega is the world heavyweight champion in AEW. A lot of people didn't even notice this or they didn't really catch it, but this is the only 5th title change in AEW TV history when you think about it. So you got Kenny Omega from this year, then you got Kenny Omega in 2020, then you got John Moxley in 2022, Darby Allin earlier this year, and John Moxley again in 2022. So that's it.
Damn.
Yeah, they've only had 5. And because I saw an article, it was like, how would you rank the title changes? And I was like, well, for starters, I wouldn't rank all of them. I would probably give my the top one that I enjoyed, or my top 2, and it's funny that they both involve Kenny, because I enjoyed the title change with him and Mox in 2020, and then obviously I enjoyed this recent one, recency bias and all. But I forgot that whole 2022 Mox era was because CM Punk kept fucking up.
Yeah.
They had to put the title on him at that time, and I remember that's when the whole when is Mox going to be able to take that vacation talk started.
They still ain't took a vacation,
bro. It's been 4 years.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Yeah, it's
like I told niggas 2 years ago he ain't taking a vacation.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm like,
it's been 2 years and he ain't took the vacation. He ain't taking a vacation.
Yeah, at that point, I was like, we can stop the jokes. Like he's moved beyond this shit.
He's done with this.
For real. But goddamn,
like,
man.
A long time ago. But yeah, so, I think the reason why I'm not as gonna harbor on the recency bias of this past one with Kenny with MJF is because it had been so long since he held the title.
Yeah. Over
like if it hadn't been that long since he held the title, that'd be one thing. It'd be more of a recency bias if somebody said, "Oh, this is one of the best ones." But because of that story, and then on top of that, the stipulation of he wouldn't be able to challenge for the title ever again, not just while MJF has it, but period, in the existence of him working at the company and the title being there, or whatever. Like all of that factors into why this one to me is like right up there.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah,
I'm with that. I thought the match was fire.
Yeah.
I thought. I mean, if they plan on doing a rematch at Redemption, I feel like they kind of blew their load. But you feel me? Like I really enjoyed this match. I've enjoyed MJF as the AEW World Champion this year. I felt that his reigns have been able to set the next person up for success.
Mm-hmm.
Like we maybe have not all the way been sure about if Darby Allin was going to be able to become an AEW World Champion. He showed us that he could, and then proceeded to have a reign where he just was going crazy. He passed that test with flying colors. Now you get MJF with a second short run this year in order for him to transition the championship over to Kenny Omega, who may indeed also be a transitional champion because we got the Billy Goat at All In. You feel me? And he ready to put his stamp down. He ready to put his stamp down. So like whatever they do with this reign for Kenny Omega, they got to make it count. Last time he was AEW World Champion, he was a heel. Now he's a baby face. I feel like they might be able to squeeze a little bit more cheese out of these fans to want to go see Kenny Omega do some dope shit as the face of the company or whatever. But I they got some shit to do, bruh. Because I don't know how long he can be the champion if Ospreay has this thing going on at All In.
That's pretty much paint by the numbers. Like, just go ahead and crown Ospreay at All In, strap the rocket to this man, and just go with it. Like, don't overcomplicate it. And I feel like Tony Khan for this past year, in some points or some aspects, when it comes, he hasn't really overcomplicated things. So I feel like he's like, yo, this is like you said on Thursday. This is his 92 SummerSlam. This is my Wembley. So we not about to overcomplicate this shit. Like I still stand on. I want to know which one of them gonna be on coke.
Hey, bro. If
I'm
I had to
full.
guess, it would be Billy Goat.
Yeah. I was like, one of them
I
gonna
would
be on
say
coke. Like you can't create the
bro.
entire atmosphere unless one of them are drugged out of their mind. So
It's got to be Bruv. The Bruv got to be the one to do the coke. He got to be because he got to do some Bruv type shit. Like he gonna be in front of the home crowd. It's gonna be a big ass crowd too.
He gonna take a bump,
Stupid.
and then he gonna take a bump.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, exactly. And that bump gonna allow him to take several more bumps.
Yeah. Because that's the way this man has been landed on his surgically prepared neck like it's nothing for the past year.
Bruh.
Yo,
I'm like, what the fuck?
I picked my brother up from prison 2 years ago. Drove him back to the crib. Right? He at my house. We at my house for about 45 minutes. I'm rolling up a blunt. I done got him a couple beers. You feel me? Kicked it. We politicking now. You feel me? All of a sudden, this nigga pulls out some cocaine and says, anybody want to take a bump? I said, nigga, where did you get that?
Dude, what the fuck?
Where did you get that? Yeah, you been with me whole time. We
Like,
didn't make no stops.
He had blow in his ass.
he had a balloon in his ass, nigga, and went to the bathroom and said, "Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
share
about to
this
get
with
it."
the team."
Hey, bro. Like that. It be that type of stuff, man. Like there's some things you have to live through in order to like get the full experience of them, and like
Yeah.
you have to like even if you haven't lived through it, if you've talked to somebody who's lived through it or whatever to get that second, you gotta have at least a good secondhand experience with certain things. And I'm sorry, like people who've been institutionalized, like you have to have. I think everybody should have to have experiences with people who've been institutionalized because it will change the way you look at life, and you will have a much greater appreciation when you see the type of shit that they do and the type of shit that they will pull off. Like, I'm just saying.
Crazy, man. I'm just saying. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. I don't know, man.
But
Kenny
yeah,
Omega's your
I
AW champion.
I think they have time to like give Kenny a nice little ride with the belt for the next like couple months until they put the title on, bro.
Month.
Oh, well, yeah, that's because we in July.
Yeah. got a month. You got a month,
See,
brother.
this what happened when you work overnight at a hospital. You just forget what day it is,
Hey,
and
man.
like days just
Speaking
go
of
by.
niggas
What
who
happened?
forget what day it is, y'all saw Jake Hager get knocked the fuck out on
I
Slapbar?
saw that.
That boy got folded.
Bro, the amount of times I watched that shit was about the amount of times I watched Kanan get his ass whooped by Uncle Marvin on Raising Kanan. So it's
Boy,
like,
nigga, it's because you ain't had no daddy to put you in your place, punk ass nigga.
now I'm about to put you in the fucking ground. Bah! I was like, shit, this nigga. Yeah, you asked for that ass whooping.
Hey, also on the same show, shout out to Jay Bougie because he won his power slap matchup.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I saw that shit.
Shout out to Jay Bougie.
Shout
I
out to
said,
Jay
yeah, go
Bougie.
crazy,
So
nigga.
going forward, we using that they got a picture of him slapping the fuck out of that nigga into a smile. I said we using this every February and every June. We using this motherfucker. We using this every February and June when niggas want to get reckless. It's like, wow, shut your ass up. I got it saved.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use that
Hell
going
yeah.
forward. But now everybody who ain't shit getting knocked out for the past week has been hilarious to see. So I've enjoyed that. Jermaine, you got anything for me on your side of the corner, brother?
Bruh, I've been lately, I've really been happy about a couple of guys in particular on the indie scene. Darian Bankston and LeBron Cozone. Like I really dug into Cozone when I was doing an interview for the BRP 50. But Darian Bankston, I've been like kind of paying attention to him more like over the last 6 months, year, close around the same time as been paying attention to Cozone. And them two guys are restoring the feeling of like what real graps is like. And to see two young guys um kind of pick up that mantle from guys like Jonathan Gresham and like Norman Smiley and some of the all-time great like just black grapplers like that could really hoop. Like to see those guys like pick up that mantle and Lee Moriarty as well. Lee Moriarty as well. Shout out to Lee Moriarty. Um, but to see those young guys like pick up that mental and like take it seriously and be able to perform as well as they have, man, hats off to them guys, man. Like that's like it's cool to have the funny, it's cool to have the big powerful, it's cool to have like, the next big thing like in an Obafemi or a Trick Williams or whatever or Carmelo or whatever it is. And it's cool to have the ladies and this and that. Like it's cool to have all of that. But to see some of these wrestlers like pick up the mantle of like just being able to go at it technically in the ring like that at that level, hats off to them.
Indeed. So, hey man, hats off to them. Hats off to this panel, and hats off to you guys for rocking with us for another installment of this show. Hopefully, you guys enjoy your weekend. What's up, man?
I wanted to throw in this because I know we were talking about the five AEW World Title changes
Mhm.
between the gentlemen Omega, Moxley, Darby, this, that, and the third. The women have also had five AEW World Title changes
Mm.
on free TV as well, starting with Nyla Rose defeating the inaugural champion Rio,
Oh,
and
Rio.
then Thunder Rosa
Oh
won the
yeah.
championship from Britt Baker in that St. Patrick's Day match. And then we have Hikaru Shida defeating Tony Storm in 2023 in August. Hikaru Shida again defeated Saraya in 2023 in October. It was a Title Tuesday event. Tekla defeated Chris Statlander earlier this year in February to become the AEW Women's World Champion. And those are your five women's AEW World Title changes that have also been on free TV.
I forgot Saraya was champion.
I'm gonna say that one where Nyla took it off of Riho,
Mm-hmm.
that one's up there for me because like it was out of nowhere and damn it was
It's the
one
first time the
more.
title changed hands too.
Yeah.
I want to say
Sheeta
dude,
won on, I think it was like maybe Dynamite 150 or 200, whatever that title
that one was
Tuesday
cool
thing
too, but
was.
no, it was the Thunder Rosa over Britt Baker one.
Yeah.
That one was another one.
Mine was the Tekla one. That's why I was like, yo, this she basically solidified everything that I've been saying. The saucy spider is on top. So hey,
All of
I
these dumb
bitches.
bitches.
That's like, yo. And then on Wednesday she won a motorboat, Mina, which I understand.
She said,
Bro,
I was like, yo.
listen, she is definitely one of us. Like
hey,
Tekla, like
hey.
I could invite her over. Like we can hang out, we can kick it. We can kick
Yeah, for sure. She seemed like a good time.
You know what she said? Yo, I went to the casino, hit big, and I had then next thing I know, I had a stripper on my lap. I was like, okay. I'm like, all right,
Hey,
it has nothing to do with the
listen,
match, but hey, do you, Queen? Do you spot? Do you salty? Do you?
Real quick, while we have been speaking, Hangman Page has made his return to AEW on Collision. He has vowed that he will be a man of his word and he will not challenge for the AEW World Championship. But for 7 years, he let the title define him. So now he plans on focusing on other titles in AEW. He then called out Kevin Knight, Mark Davis, John Moxley, and Kyle Fletcher and said, "Hey, I'm around, niggas."
bruh. Like
That's
that's to
that.
me, that's doing
That's
too much
that.
in your return promo. Like, why not just say like, all right, bitches, I'm back. The like slow play. Like, why you gotta unload the clip in your first promo back?
Yeah.
He overthinks a lot. I've noticed that for the past 7 years or even 8 years with Hangman. He overcomplicates everything in his promo, and he just leans into it. So it's like that's
He
just how he
Mhm.
is.
he real anxious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a anxious modern cowboy teacher, wrestler
I
dude.
think the official phrasing is an anxious millennial cowboy.
There we go. That's the
I think
phrase.
that's
There it goes.
yeah.
I knew it was
He's the
something.
anxious millennial cowboy.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey man,
Yeah. Just relax a little bit, bro. Go steal Nana's weed again.
go take a bump. Actually, just go take
No, no,
Take a bump
no.
or take a bump.
a bump or take a bump.
No. We don't need him to be the anxious, like juiced up cowboy.
Hey
Millennial
brother,
cowboy.
we gotta restore the time honored tradition of wrestling these matches full of coke and bad decisions. Somebody getting pregnant tonight.
And 24 packs of natty lights.
Hey man, we're about to take it home. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Taking the bump didn't do it, but 24 pack of natty lights sent us home. I would have said that shit
Also,
a long time ago.
wild. I don't know if you guys are gonna see this. Hangman Page also ran, apparently, maybe had a vasectomy. Mhm.
What the? Why do we know this?
It was on the lower third. You know how
What the
AEW be
fuck?
putting them jokes and shit in they
So
little the nameplate, or they be saying winning record 4 matches in a row, or they'll say some dumb shit like recently had a vasectomy.
what the why?
So that is going to take us home for sure.
Hey,
That is definitely going to take us home. Bump all what we said before. That's going to take us home. Like, hey,
Graham, you got
hey
a
man,
song
got
of
his
the week.
balls chopped up.
You're the guest. You got a song of the week?
Ooh, I do got a song of the week. Hold on, like I've been slapping. I've been feeling. Let me run back through my shit. What I've been really, you know what I've been fucking with. You know what I really been fucking with. These last couple days, I've been playing "Dear Summer" by Jay-Z a lot more. So, "Dear
Oh,
Summer," Jay-Z, that is my song of the week. You feel me? That shit go crazy. Non-Pulp Fiction, cult folk fiffin', young niggas that blasphemy, no religion. You feel me? Shout out to Hove.
Hey man, I gotta take it back because he just had the concert for the 30th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. And like I remember when I'm old enough to remember when that album actually came out. And I'm gonna go with Brooklyn's Finest.
I feel like it's gonna
Jay Z
be.
and Big.
I feel like it's gonna be Hove across the board, but this one is mainly is him and Jeezy put on remix.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
I've been blasting that in the gym a lot more. So I was just like, yo, let me I go from that to I go from Freedom with Beyonce and Kendrick, and then it goes straight into that. So I'm like, yo, this is a nice little transition. So yeah, definitely
Hey,
put on remix.
you want
Is
another one? Another Jay Z, Jeezy. Seen It All.
oh
Seen it
yeah,
all.
that was in my list too.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
yeah,
seen
hold
it
on.
all.
I'm about to say,
Yeah.
dang.
because I don't
That's
know.
him, man.
Yeah, man. So hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of the Gresh and Leash podcast. Make sure you guys follow Graham at Oh My God Graham everywhere. So hey, make sure you guys follow Public Enemies HQ as well. Make sure you guys tap in with Jermaine the underscore Jermaine, or hit up solo.to/the Jermaine so you get all his links. Follow yours truly at its Gresh, aoisgresh.com. Scan that QR code to follow us and subscribe and all that good stuff. And make sure you guys tap in with the audio format, www.greshunleashed.com. And we will see you guys next week for another back-to-back episodes when it comes to Public Enemies on Thursday, 7:20, 4:20 West Coast, and 7 o'clock on Saturday with yours truly and Jermaine. And with that being said, you guys stay safe out here in these streets, and remember to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. We out, y'all. Be breezy.